Bem-vindos a mais uma história. Hoje eu vos trago Paint Mirror. Então, basicamente, eu tinha parado aqui a última vez. Eu não vou falar muito durante o vídeo, pra não estragar a imersão, etc. E eu também peço que comente e curta, porque isso ajuda bastante. E eu também faço lives no site roxinho, tá? Então é isso, vamos lá.
Bug?
Muley? How did you... Does my mom know?
Does your mom know what? What is this?
Mom doesn't know. Good. I've decided to leave town.
Bug, this is not a good idea.
Eu vou apoiar, não vou
I've
não.
got food for 5 days. I'll hitchhike and bike down to Virginia.
Do you have any idea how far that is?
About 80 miles to get down to my Aunt Lisa. My mom hates her. Don't try to stop me.
You can't leave like this. Not without telling anyone.
Oh, yeah? Why not? That's what you did.
She's serious about this. Careful, Sam. This is not a drill. Maybe try to bring up her mother again. Is there something wrong with your mom?
No, I'm running away because things are so great. Plus, I know what she'll say. Calm down, think of the common good. She doesn't do anything, just sits around, takes her back pain pills, and stares at the TV like a lump.
Well, that was a miss. When it comes to this kid, your instinct is better than mine. The mother, though, we should have a talk with her.
É.
Look, I'm not a child anymore. I'm not asking for your permission. There's nothing for me here.
Leaving is gonna hurt the people you care about the most. The way I left was selfish. You're not selfish. The Joan I knew couldn't even hurt a worm, let alone her own mother.
It's not like I want to hurt her. She just works all the time, and then she's too out of it. And never listens to me. I think I'm done depending on others. My dad I could rely on. But he's gone. There's nothing else for me around here.
I was wrong yesterday. She's not in denial. She's scared.
Something terrible happened to him, but no one listens to me. No one cares.
I care. I believe you, and I'm investigating like you asked.
Yeah, I know about the wake. You approached a few people, but you dropped it as soon as it got uncomfortable. Anyway, it's not like I expected any different. This place is full of gutless, patronizing adults, and I'm sick of this dumb little town. It's choking me, and I need fresh air. I need someplace I can think, not here.
Sounds like Basswood really failed this kid.
Contratou mesmo.
I mean, what am I supposed to do tomorrow? Or the day after? In 10 years?
You ever consider journalism? You have a mind for investigation.
Isn't it kinda dying?
Yeah, that's what makes it beautiful. Fighting to bring people truth in a world that doesn't care about it.
Kinda sounds like you really want to be a journalist. Look, I don't know if you're trying to make me stay, or make me into you, or my father. You're just telling me what I want to hear, or what you think I want to hear.
Fez caquinha.
I just want the truth, for once, from someone. I'm wasting my time here with you.
Bug.
Don't touch me! I'm sick of you, I'm sick of this town, and so I'm going, and you can't stop me.
Sam, we have to do something. She just wants honesty. She doesn't care about bullshit. I can relate to that. I'll tell her what we found out about Nick's death. You can't do that. You're the adult. She's the child. Do you want her to start looking for the people who killed her father by herself? Do the responsible thing. Make her stay. It's for her own good. Your father didn't die in that crash. Someone killed him and covered it up, made it look like an accident. Now, I don't know who did it yet or why. That's why I came here. That was maybe too much, Sam. She's a kid.
I was right.
Naruto ensinou que crianças não são só crianças.
You were right. I need you to not tell anyone, though.
I won't. I won't tell anyone. Not even my
And I
mom.
need you to stay at home.
I will. I'm gonna go home right now. Thank you, Sam.
É frustração, meu. Ah, é foda.
I don't know if that was a good idea.
Mas funcionou.
Me neither. But hey, it worked. Now that I've kept your daughter from skipping town, let's see if you've kept anything hidden. Bug never was the social type. Just like me. With Nick gone, I guess we both lost our best friend.
A função de onde tá? Aqui é bagulho de tamanho. Louça, limpando os subspanos, onde estive aqui há pouco tempo. Armário.
Locked. Nick always kept a spare key. It'd be somewhere out of Bug's reach. Don't see the keys. It was probably too obvious a spot.
De pesca. Vamos, filho.
This is where he kept the rods he'd loan out. So what's his favorite rod doing here?
Oh,
He always kept it separate. Nothing here. Probably too high and hard to get at anyway. No keys. It's also not the best place if you wanted him to stay hidden.
Bolsa de pesca.
He always kept his favorite rod in this special ready-to-go bag to protect it.
Será? Nossa.
What a fishy hiding spot, Nick. Always did love your cliches.
Eu posso pegar?
Like many people, Nick kept a few guns, but never at home and always locked up. Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive. A prescription for opioids with Kathy's name on it? These are pretty heavy-duty painkillers. Very addictive. Joan wasn't just acting up. Kathy has a problem. It has to be the same D he was talking to in his emails.
Eu não vi se tinha opção, não.
Looks like some kind of reminder Nick left for himself. A reminder of what?
Cara.
An article by Anna about a place called The Cove. Seems it's kind of... Alright. I think I went through everything here. If Dee met Nick on the day he died, he could be the last person who saw him alive.
Pega o bilhete.
If Nick kept this, it means it's important. Just have to figure out why. An article by Anna about a place called The Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood.
Só isso? Só isso, cara.
Whoever killed Nick, I probably know him. Grew up with them. Even if you don't know them, they know you. Nick, Dennis, gone. A stone-cold killer walks the streets of Basswood. Things like this can really make you feel isolated, make you realize that at the end of the day, you're in this alone.
Vendedor de peixe.
Now, this record is fraudulent. Nick stretched his fish to beat mine. Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar. I think I just found it. We used to talk about how hunting was cruel. How much did you change, Nick? Back when Nick and Kathy were college sweethearts. Clearly Bug was there too. There used to be a calendar right here. Why'd he take it down? If Dee met Nick on the day he died, he could be the last person who saw him alive. Nick, what were you hiding in this bag that's so important you had it locked up? Wrong combination. Knowing Nick, maybe he left it lying around the shack.
Deixa eu ver essa parada aqui.
Let's see what we have here.
Dinheiro!
That's a lot of cash. More than Nick could make in a decade. Opioids. From D? Nick, were you looking into drug trafficking? Nick was gathering at the Cove, and that's how he found his informant, D. It's the person he met the night he died. I just need to figure out who it is. Richard, aka Dickie, aka D. Looks like I found who I was looking for. So that's what it was. Nick suspected a drug ring flourished here in Basswood after the mine closed. He had an informant, Dickie. Probably a low-level drug dealer, and he also had a lot of cash on hand. More than a reporter should. Dickie set up a meeting with Nick, and now Nick's dead. Dickie may be the only person who knows what really happened. I need to find him. He lives at this place, the Cove. Or he did. Anna wrote that article on it. She has to know where it is.
Eu acho que fiz merda, mas tudo bem.
Bess barely asked about the break-in. She seemed more focused on your fight with Dennis.
I'm on top of the suspect list. Or at least I would be if I was her.
Bess said I should call her if I found you. She believes you're dangerous. You were right back at the Basswood jungle. I think we're on our own.
They'll try to arrest me now. We have to find Dickie. I can't let Joan down.
I'm sure Dickie's still there. He had no other place to go.
What
The
are you
Cove is
two
a wonder-
doing? The longer you run from the police, the worse it'll be when they catch up with you. Explain everything. That makes sense.
The Cove is a wonderful place. A sort of commune. Lynette, who runs it, she lets
Polícia não fez nada até agora.
her rules. No real questions asked. It's mostly filled with desperate people, though. Recovering junkies, ex-gang members, and you'll need to be extra careful. Some of them used to work at the mine. So, how should we handle finding Dickie?
You and I are gonna figure something out together. Don't worry. Or worry a little. Just not a ton.
Oh, trust me. I'm worried a ton. Just not a shit ton. We just need to be careful. And look out for each other.
This town has like 17 people in it. You've met the killer. I'm not saying you have to run and hide. Just be careful about the lion's den. You have options here. Real life isn't as clear as the world in your head. Just know the more you poke around, the more likely the world pokes back. And whoever is involved in all this, they poke real hard.
If that even makes any sense.
That's rough.
That's rough? Were you even listening to me?
Mostly.
Mostly. Sam, what is with you?
Because you've got this. Easy. Look at you. So together. You got so drunk, you've forgotten anything that could have been remotely useful. Your friends are turning up. That's not fair. Shut up.
Sam!
Sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Don't take all of this out on me.
So you're just gonna keep telling me off? Disregard my advice? Well, if you think you know better, Sam, no reason for me to linger. Enjoy your little investigation without me, Sam. Don't get us killed, okay?
Here. This is the cove.
Huh?
E que eu já tô com medo até o pescoço.
Straight. The cove. We're here.
Right. Right.
Sam, you sure you want to keep going?
Red.
Anna, what are you doing here?
Tyler, you look healthy.
You ain't the only one surprised I'm still alive. Who's the narc?
I'm Sam.
Was I talking to you?
This is Sam. He's a friend.
Yeah, lucky for him or I'd have thrown his ass out already. So what are you two here for?
It's a long story.
We'd like to have a word with Dickie. Have you seen him?
What'd he do now? Look, just talk to Lynette. She makes the calls on her land.
Thank you. Really.
Yeah, I know.
Is he always like this?
He's pretty much the gatekeeper around here. Interviewed him last time I came by. I'm gonna talk to Lynette. She's kind of in charge.
I'll go see what I can find.
Okay, but be careful. People only end up here if they have nothing left to lose.
Caramba.
She looks like she's used to fending for herself. Ow!
Watch it. The place is full of wood shavings.
Why do you have an open flame?
I don't remember asking for your opinion.
Fair enough.
I'm Kayla. What do you want?
You seem to enjoy wood sculptures.
You'd have to be an idiot not to. You're creating something out of nothing and then turning it into something else? That's as close to real magic as we can get. So, you gonna tell me what you're here for?
I'm looking for a guy named Dickie.
Don't know where he is and don't care. He might be off with his stupid quad bike thing for all I know.
Quad bike thing?
Loud, goes off-road, has 4 wheels, makes you look like an asshole. Occasionally leaks gasoline and would have burned down the whole camp. Tyler didn't save his sorry ass with his fire extinguisher.
Well, I'll see you around.
I don't feel like you have to.
Dickie must have one of those off-road quads. He could still be here right now. I need more info to figure out where Dickie is.
Pode ser.
A guy who wants everyone to know he's ready for a fight. Tyler, right?
Jackass, right?
Nossa.
Some people call me that, yeah.
Huh. I'll bet.
How do you end up in a place like this?
None of your goddamn business.
How did you and Anna meet? You're not the type she normally hangs out with.
Maybe you're not the type she normally hangs out with. You ever consider that?
Trust me, I have. Just tell me where Dickie is and I'll leave.
Either that or you'll leave when I break your face. Look, Anna's a friend. She spent some time down here with us to do that interview thing. Told my story, did good by me. By us. And that guy that came after her, Nick, he's solid. Came down here 3 or 4 times. Taught me a great recipe for bass. But you're just some asshole.
Caralho.
Dickie's one of ours. Don't think you're getting anywhere near his trailer. So beat it.
O Nick tinha trailer aqui.
Needs.
The clock's ticking. Cops will start looking for me soon. So Dickie is in one of the trailers. That narrows down my search. I'm getting there. Just need a bit more info to close in on Dickie. Now that's a man that wants to be left alone.
What's up? You a friend of Kayla's or something? Name's JR. Wait. You're that fucking reporter.
I was.
Fucking up everyone's lives. That's a real talent.
Former miner.
Get the fuck out of my face.
I'm just looking for Dickie.
And you think I'll snitch? Get the fuck out of here. You keep bothering me, and I'm gonna stop being nice.
Eu não tenho por que peitar o cara.
She fits right in. Anna
Tá
always
muito escuro,
fits
cara.
right in. She definitely has the air of someone who's in charge.
And it was going well. It's just, I don't know, hard.
It doesn't get easier.
Oh, this is Sam. He's a friend.
We used to date.
That much is painfully obvious.
Is it?
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm Lynette. What are you here for, Sam?
We're looking for Dickie.
Yes, Anna told me.
She's not gonna help us find him.
I do not throw people to the wolves. And you, Sam, are a wolf.
You've never had any trouble with him.
This is my land. All those who have lost their home are welcome to it, as long as they can follow a few simple rules. Even if Dickie lives on the fringe of our community, he is one of us. All he wants is to be left alone. I would think you, of all people, would understand.
I read the article Anna wrote about you and this place.
Wait, you read it? When?
Nick's fishing shack.
Oh,
What led you to create this community?
I found there were souls in need of help after the mine closed. The world is a cruel place. We all need a touch of kindness in our lives.
you're definitely that, Lynette.
Thank you, my dear. But don't sell yourself short. Your article brought Kayla here, and even some generous donations have come in. Did you get your answer, Sam?
What kind of donations?
Food and clothes, mostly. But jobs are hard to come by these days. we must rely on the kindness of others, even if their kindness comes and goes in waves.
Tyler said Nick came here before. What did he want?
He took an interest in my people. He wanted to know their stories.
Such as?
Sam,
Well, the long, sad stories most people do not want to hear. We all stumble during our lives. Knowing how we fall and how some make it out can provide guidance for the future, don't you think?
What about opioids? Did he say anything about that?
There are no drugs here, Samuel. To stay, you must remain clean.
I'll go now. Thanks for indulging me.
Naturally.
So Dickie lives here, but his place should be isolated from the others. I know enough to make an educated guess. Dickie's gotta be in one of these places.
Vamos dar uma bisoiada. Meus queridos, eu vou encerrar o vídeo por aqui. Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se alguém viu até o final, por favor, se inscreva e também compartilhe, porque isso ajuda bastante. Também comente. Mas é isso, então, muito obrigado e valeu!